The Tampa Bay Rays jumped out to a historic beginning to the season as they began the year 13-0. They weren't just barely beating the teams they were playing either, actually quite the opposite, as they posted the best run differential through 13 games as they outscored opposing teams by 81 runs, along with hitting 32 homers to opposing teams' 6. They would eventually lose on April 14th to the Blue Jays, but during their win streak, they led the league in ERA at 2.85 along with WRC plus at 155, which stomped the second place Dodgers at 124. The team had ran away with the first place spot in the American League and had merged as favorites to take home the pennant. Before we continue, if you could drop a sub and a like for me, I would really appreciate it. The team would slightly cool down following their historic start, which was expected, as from April 14th to July 1st, the offense was still third in MLB and WRC plus at 118, but it was the pitching staff that saw them slip as they dropped to 13th in the league in ERA at 3.93, which was still respectable, but what really hurt this pitching staff was the injury to Drew Rasmussen. Rasmussen would be shut down in the middle of May when he had a 2.62 ERA and he had jumped out as an early AL Cy Young candidate, but he went from being shut down for only a few months with a flexor strain to being shut down for the whole season and needing Tommy John surgery. Along with this, they had also lost fellow starter Jeffrey Springs at the end of April, also to Tommy John surgery, which left this rotation in shambles going into July, which is why from July 1st until now, the Rays have gone 12-19, and during this period, they lost their first place spot in the AL East to the Baltimore Orioles. The pitching staff is still above average at 10th in the MLB at 4.25, which is good to see as they were what was slipping for the Rays. Now it is the offense that's holding them back as they have the 20th best offense in that same period with a 96 WRC+. And there's even some more bad news coming out of the Rays camp as a few days ago it came out that Shane McClanahan is extremely unlikely to come back this year, which leaves them without 3 of their top 4 starters coming into this season. Now, at the deadline, they did add another great pitcher to minimize this depleting staff with Aaron Savali, who has posted a 2.55 ERA in 13 starts this year, but what concerns me is that they only have 4 real starters on their roster as of now, and one of those is Taj Bradley, who was rushed to make his debut this year, and it really has showed with his 70 ERA plus so far, but their top 3 is still very good with Zach Eflin, Tyler Glasnow, and Aaron Savali all posting above 120 ERA pluses, but if one of those pitchers gets hurt, and I don't want to call anyone out, but I'm looking at Tyler Glasnow because he has a long history of injuries as he's only pitched 163 innings in the past 3 seasons and is literally trying to come back from a back injury as I'm making this video. And Aaron Savali isn't someone who doesn't get injured either, as he has seen a wrist, oblique, and glute injury in the past year, and this is why he's only pitched 178 innings in the past 2 seasons. But if one of them gets hurt before the playoffs, that leaves 2 above-average starting pitchers for them, and that scares me going down the stretch and into the playoffs, as that puts strain on this bullpen, making them pitch a lot of innings, both as openers and in deep bullpen games, and come playoff time, that could pay big dividends, and that's what had me thinking, are the Rays legit contenders come playoff time? With an offense that did get out to a historical start but are falling off, and an extremely injured pitching staff, I think we could see the Rays, despite one of the best starts in MLB history, maybe miss out on the playoffs or suffer yet another early postseason exit like the previous 2 seasons. And I don't think you can blame anything but the injury bug that has seemed to target this team in a big way. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like and a sub. It would be very much appreciated. And drop a comment on what you think about the Rays as of now. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.